Hey there. Well, Sean here with another helpful tip, probably for only a handful of people, and if it only helps one person, it's worth it. When I bought my truck about 2 years ago, for the first 6 months I was having an intermittent issue where when I shut the truck off, sometimes it wouldn't start back up, and then when I was driving I would get these engine codes and glitches coming up, and it took me a while to track it down because everything that was coming up when when it would show a fault, what had to do with the transmission. So I thought it was a transmission issue in the beginning. It turned out it was the after treatment system, and let me explain to you what I found. When I would park and shut the truck down, sometimes I would get this intermittent issue where I would get this message where it says starter block, shift to neutral. The truck was in neutral and it wouldn't start, and then also it would say gear lock active, shifting not possible. And then when I was driving, these faults would come up and just pop up and go away. And this was driving me nuts because I couldn't shut the truck off and reliably be sure that it was going to start back up. And sometimes when it would not start back up, if I just left the truck sitting for maybe 20 or 30 minutes, it would start. I had it towed to the dealer one time, and of course when it got to the dealer, it started back up. And so it was driving me just totally insane. But I did track it down and figure out what the issue was, because one day, I don't remember what the code was, but one day a code came up that had to do with an electrical issue with the after treatment system. What I found was that the wiring harness on top of the one box, the wiring harness was zip tied from the factory really tight to the frame, and it was pulling the harness away from the connector. So to fix this, you'll have to remove the passenger side steps by removing the 8 bolts that hold the steps to the truck. Once you take the steps off, you'll have access to the one box. As you see where I circled, that's the harness that was loose, where I was having issues. So reconnect the harness. You might have to cut the zip ties and then retie it, and this will fix your issue. Well, I hope this helps at least one person out there. Like I said, this was driving me insane because I had it towed to the dealer once and it started back up, and they seen a code, an electrical fault issue, but it didn't specify exactly where the fault was. And so they went through the wiring harness, everything was fine with that they could see. So ended up paying about $1,200 for nothing on that. And then luckily one day the code came up that had to do with the electrical. I think it was a CPC that you've seen in the video, and if you maybe pause the video and look at that, I'm just finishing up this video right now, but I think it was that same code, and I looked it up and it had to do with the after treatment system. So that's where I tracked it down. I figured I'd just check all the wiring to the after treatment and bingo. So anyway, like I said, I hope this helps at least one person, and if you like this video, please leave a like and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. Bye.